Right, many thanks, Abosede. The Central Bank of Nigeria has retained the monetary policy rate, that's the MPR, the country's benchmark rate at 26.5%, as the Monetary Policy Committee maintained its tight monetary policy stance. The decision was announced by the CBN Governor, Mr. Olayemi Cardoso, at the end of the 206th MPC meeting, which held in Abuja on July 20th and 21st, 2026. This decision comes as the Apex Bank seeks to sustain the moderation in inflation, stabilize the foreign exchange market, and consolidate recent macroeconomic gains. Well, let's look more at this and unpack these figures. And joining me for this is an investment analyst and economic development expert, so Bona Okuku. He joins me for this conversation. Thank you so much, Mr. Okuku, for joining us on the news at 7. Mr. Okuku, can you hear me?
Hi, Tolu, I'm fine. Can you hear me too?
Loud and clear. Tell us what you make of this figures as released by the MPC today after the two-day meeting, as always. What's your general understanding of it?
You know, looking at the global tensions, the hostility that is still being seen and within the Middle East corridor, and again, the slight gains we got, in the inflationary figures. So for me, the best thing for any central bank to do at this time is to still retain the rates at this point until subsequently when you begin to get huge margins regarding inflation figures dropping. But with all the factors, the ones that we can control and the ones we can't control, I think the best thing was to hold the rates as they did today.
Well, there are other concerns. You've identified some of them, the challenges in the Middle East, and of course, rising crude oil prices, energy prices, inflation, a bit of decline, but looking at it holistically, we still see that there's an increase. What do you think would be the trend with monetary policy moving forward in 2026?
No, so some factors would actually determine what will happen, right? So if we begin to have some, make gains regarding inflation, of course, there will be some slight, there will be gradual, easing, but of course it can't be so, there can't be that, it won't be that much, but I mean, it will be a gradual thing when it comes to easing. But having said that, I know a lot of businesses have been crying, saying, "Oh, please, interest rate is quite high."
Yeah.
I've always been one of the advocates that we should also we need to look again at the government finance institutions. We need to awaken them so that they can create products that will support real businesses that would actually help grow the real sector.
So just in 30 seconds, the CBN has to continue. It's between looking at the situation now. You think we'll just continue like this until it looks better across the globe, right?
Of course. I mean, they are defending our economy. So because they are defenders, they will keep looking at what the global, all those parameters before they take any decision that will either affect us, that won't affect us negatively.
Brilliant stuff, as always. So, Bona Okuku, thank you so much for your time, economic investment analyst. Do enjoy the rest of your day.
All right. Thanks for having me.